Welcome to VYAPT Growth Series, Season-2, Episode 52. In our growth series today, with us Mr. Eckholt, Managing Director of Hub, comprising of 65 countries, including India, Middle East, Africa, and SAARC. Andre is continuing his 14 years at Hettich, having strong intercultural background of Germany, India, and Czech Republic. Andre is a strategy and general management oriented networker and bridge builder, especially within the Hettich Group. Let's hear more from him. Join me to welcome Andre Eckholt. Namaskar.
Good morning.
Welcome
Pankaj.
to
Good morning.
Growth Series. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
We're really delighted to have you on our platform, and we'll be having some curiosities, and I'm sure this is going to be a great session with you. Andre, I'll quickly go towards my first curiosity, and the first curiosity is around the growth prospects of Hettich. Can you throw some light around it, please?
Let me give you an answer on this from two different aspects. On the one hand side, let me speak a little bit about us as a group worldwide, and then for sure also going into the Indian market environment, which is so full of opportunities for us. We can say that now from a Hettich Group perspective, as a business goal, obviously it's about being or becoming the, let's say, undisputed leader of our industry. So to say, the real and the only number one. And doing so, further shaping the market and also obviously inspiring the entire industry with our interior solutions. And well, to be honest, this is the most objective goal, but as a 135-year-old organization, 100% family owned, we are in our fourth generation, and there is such much, let's say, much deeper sense besides being the undisputed number one in our industry. It's always also about the long-term success of the organization, building up on our heritage while passing the company to the next generations and to have an impact in our industry. So this is, let's say, from an overall group's perspective. And now let me also come to Hettich doing business in India. Well, overall, India is an emerging and developing economy. Its GDP growth is outstripping just about every GDP in the world today. And it's an upbeat story for us and for many others. And as the market becomes more and more organized, it's a great opportunity for us to grow and shape the market together with the entire industry, together with our customers. And if you ask me on our way doing business in India, what is really differentiating us as Hettich from, let's say, most of our competitors, I believe it's our commitment to India when it comes to especially our manufacturing footprint. We have invested over the last 10 years approximately 1,000 crores into our factories in Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. We are supposed to invest another 700 crores in the next upcoming 3 years only. Always, and that's important, with the target to be as close as possible to the needs of the market, and also, to be more and more resilient from global risks, which could negatively impact our supply chain in the future, and as we have also learned from past happenings like during COVID. Not only from this perspective, but we as Hettich are looking also very critical to those who are serving the Indian market with, let's say, low, medium grade products from, for example, China. And we are very happy that also the government is supporting the local industries through BIS requirements, which are becoming more and more tight, but at the end, supporting the Made in India story. So, summing up, for the Hettich Group, India as a market becomes more of a strategical importance. India is a very attractive location for future investments to follow, which will for sure also support our Hettich strategy for investing in India under the Make in India and Made for the World initiative.
That's wonderful to see the kind of growth prospects you have, and primarily the kind of investments which you're going to make, fueling the growth next level of growth for Hettich Group and also the kind of investments coming in India. I move from the growth perspective. I would like to have the another curiosity coming in, which is around innovations. So with numerous innovations and never-ending new ideas, how Hettich is shaping the flexibility and multifunctionality of today's furniture concepts.
Well, that's a question which is not that easy to answer, and I have to go back into the history of Hettich. I was saying we are 135 years old, but I would say, especially in the early 1950s, Hettich took a strategic call, moving at this point of time its headquarters from, let's say, its original basis in the Black Forest in Germany towards the more western part of Germany, directly into, if we want to compare it, into the Silicon Valley of the kitchen industry, where we are even today surrounded in a short circle by global brands such as Poggenpol, Heckar, Nobilia, and many, many more, which are still in many, many ways the trendsetter of our industry and helping us to also understand about the future needs of our customers and translating also the same into magical interior solutions. In addition, we as Hettich always write the different mega trends which we have reached out or which have reached out to our daily routines, such as urbanization, sustainability, as well as individualization. And again, translating the needs into great interior solutions. For example, just to say, transforming rooms, transforming room concepts, which tackles the ever decreasing sizes of homes, especially in urban areas, by using space efficiently such that everything you need can still be available, irrespective of the size of your home. So another great example on how Hettich is shaping the flexibility of today's furniture concepts comes from, just to name one of the products, comes from our new drawer system, Avantec U, which on the one hand side allows the designer almost 100% design flexibility, which then also turns out into magical interior solutions and satisfied customers in a B2B2C environment. So, and yeah, the same is also being honored year after year with multiple Red Dot Design Awards, which is the most prestige and most important award for our industry, and which is highly effective also in a way of how to communicate our design and innovation leadership, and also to enhance the mind share and also increasing our brand value to the world.
Uh, I would like to have a sub question within the innovation part of it. We are seeing that
Yes.
there is a lot of taste change when it comes to furniture between the youngsters and the people those who are a little grown up. So now even youngsters are trying to make their own matches around what is the kind of personality they have, and they would like to have their furnitures accordingly. I think this is also a great space to work on, and I'm sure your company must be working around it. What's some of the innovations or some of the ideas which you are generating around this concept?
So I mean, the Generation Z and why they are from a completely different
Yes.
mindset, and their
Yeah.
lifestyle is obviously also completely different. And we are working very, very close with this generation. And by the way, also in Germany, we have a separate entity which is just focusing on the youngsters and their needs. So we have a startup created, which is in the market, which is going to the university, which is speaking to the people and trying to understand about what they need today, but especially also in the next 5-10 years. And obviously, the point of design and development, also from a wallet share point of view, we have to see it. We are adapting ourselves, which could result also into, yes, we have Hettich, which is in the top of the pyramid, catering the premium and the mass premium market. That there is also in the future, and we have it in India actually already, a second brand, which is, let's say, capturing more the mass market, but also, like, say, from a wallet share point of view, getting the young generation on board, which is then more and more also throughout their life growing into the top of the pyramid, and at the end of the way, also, cooperating with us as Hettich.
I move on to the next curiosity, and it's really great, to see the kind of innovation happening primarily for Gen Z by Hettich. Uh, I move on to the next curiosity, which is around sustainability. As Hettich has been one of the organization which has been already focusing a lot on sustainability. But can you talk around how Hettich is working to create a better tomorrow by acting today and making sustainability a part of corporate culture? uh, there is a
Yeah.
sub question around it, if you may take that one as well. What are the employment opportunity this industry is creating? I'm talking about organized furniture industry.
Yeah. Um, Talking about sustainability, as you have mentioned, our mantra is, as a 135-year-old organization, it's always about acting in here and today, and always thinking also about tomorrow. And as a family-owned business in its fourth generation, I mean, sustainability is an essential part of our corporate culture. In fact, it's our DNA. Our aim is to become or to combine, let's say it in this way, business success with ecological, social, and also civic responsibility. And overall, since we can proudly say that we do not only develop but also produce all our core products in our own manufacturing units all across the world, we have a huge responsibility to our environment, luckily in our own hands, and we are targeting as a group worldwide to become carbon neutral by 2030 latest. So that's about the sustainability aspect. In regards to employment opportunities, let me also take an example on Hettich doing business in India. In regards to these opportunities, the employment opportunities, we have created over the last years more than 2,000 jobs as an organization over the past 23 years since doing business in India. It's about engineers, it's about yeah, purchasing, it's about finance, it's about also across the entire, let's say, hierarchy. Many jobs which we have created, and as our employees are the most important asset to our organization, for sure, we always try to give an opportunity also to the people to grow, to learn, to lead, to have a career, and also a purpose. And at the end of the day, to also give an opportunity to them that they can take care about their families. And if you look a little bit out of Hettich into the industry, yeah, we have founded the Hettich Woodworking Institute, which is our CSR initiative, wherein we train carpenters under various schemes to skill, to reskill, to upskill, and get them placed in the industry. And as of today, we as Hettich, under the umbrella of the Hettich Woodworking Institute, we have trained more than 50,000 candidates under different programs, and we believe, obviously, it will also support the entire industry to become, as you have mentioned, in the future also more and more organized.
That's great to hear, the kind of employment opportunities which the industry is looking at, and the kind of sustainability measures which Hettich as a group is
Yeah.
taking to ensure that the next generation can have a great future ahead. From the three curiosities, I would like to now move on to the rapid fire round. 10 questions coming to you, has to be answered in one word, maximum a sentence for every question. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So here we go. So here's the first one for you. If you could live anywhere in the world, which would that place be?
Look, I'm married and I'm proud father of two kids. I'm at home where my family is.
Okay. Um, Now the second one is, what is that one thing you'd like to change in yourself or about yourself?
You better ask my wife this question.
The third one for you, what is success for you?
Hard to answer in one sentence, so allow me. Success is definitely not about a quick win. It's always about long-term sustainable growth. And in business terms, success means to me, when our commitment to India, when it comes to investments, upskilling, jobs, what we have just discussed, when this is, being honored also by our customers, so that together we are more and more adding value to the overall economy and its people.
That's wonderful. So moving on to the next one, um, what's the best Indian cuisine you ever had in a restaurant?
Actually, I was falling in love with the Indian culture and the cuisine when I I have been first to India in 2013. I'm still exploring, so it's a long journey for me. But I will let you know.
The next one, name a person who inspires you.
Actually,
Okay.
um, actually, my grandparents, they have inspired me a lot during my early childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they have been the generation who were actually losing everything during World War II, but they never gave up. They were never complaining, working hard to assure a better life for the generations after. So definitely my grandparents.
Okay, so 5 on 5 to you till now, five more to come. What time of the day are you most productive? I'm sure everyone must be listening it carefully.
After 10 p.m.,
Okay. Okay. So which subject did you find most fascinating?
I guess geography. I love to explore the nature. For example, I spent last Christmas at the Everest Base Camp in Nepal, which was mind-blowing experience for me.
Okay. The next one is, if you know had to give someone a book you have read, which would be the book you recommend?
Malcolm Gladwell. I guess the title is Outliers, and it's about the story of success.
Okay. Now the next one is, coffee or tea?
Coffee, definitely coffee. I'm not leaving the house without a coffee in the morning.
Okay. So the last one, and I think this is maybe a little difficult for you. Which little kids TV show do you watch secretly, or do you like secretly? People don't know that.
Obviously, I'm privileged. I have young kids, and I can watch the entire day when I'm at home any kind of kids series. So it's not a secret.
Okay, so 10 on 10 to you in this rapid fire round. Well done. Uh, After this, the rapid fire round, we're going to have the last curiosity, and this is about you and about the life which you had so far, and from a football player, to managing global business. Can you share your exciting journey? Because generally, people, those who come to a level or to an extent what you are, go in a single direction, and that's where they are able to reach milestones. But I'm sure there could be more in number of people like you, but this is going to be really inspirational for most of us, that how from sports, you are able to get to a business front, and how it has helped you to make good decisions in whatever capacity you
Yeah.
have led organizations. Please.
Well, football. If you speak about football, which was a central part in my life for a long time, football is like a religion in Germany, same as it is in India with cricket, right? So almost every child has the dream to become a professional player. So same I did until I got seriously injured during one of the matches. So I remember like yesterday, I was 21 years old at this time, and I had my entire focus, my energy, my passion into the sports. but the dream was over in a second, and for some time, at this point of time, I felt like I was losing ground under my feet, right? So if you lose the passion, then at this moment I was really like in a vacuum, let's say it in this way. So if the central point in your daily routine gets lost, you need to fill the vacuum with something meaningful very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
So, and luckily, a team-oriented sport, could be football, could be cricket, could be anything, handball or whatever. I think this is teaching you a couple of good things which help me out of this vacuum on the one hand side, and are even supporting me in my today's business. You definitely learn to be part of a team. There are hierarchies, there are tasks, there are responsibilities. Everyone is working also for the same target. You know, you learn to lose, but you also learn to take corrective actions. You never give up, and you have to get out of your comfort zone to get better every day. And obviously, you also learn to handle the pressure, and overall, I believe you're becoming more resilient. So all of these things, all of these aspects, I kept in my luggage. Yeah, and you know, then I passed successfully. Once, I mean, this happened, I passed successfully my master degree in engineering and started my professional career. And I mean, now almost 20 years later, so here I am. But the principles didn't change. You know, I love my job. I have passion into what I'm doing. I have a great team and great people around me. And it's not about me only, it's about the collective. And all of us are aligned to the same target. We are trying out new things, and obviously, will not always be successful, but you know, that's part of the game. Definitely, we'll get smarter and better every day. So, and luckily, 14 years ago, I found an organization, Hettich, which gave me the opportunity to grow, right? To take on more and more responsibility over the years. And now I'm happy to be back in India to continue on our growth story together with all our great customers out there in this buzzing market.
You made it so simple, but I'm sure it takes a lot of courage when you are, to an extent wherein you are dreaming something, and then you have to change a line, and then you have to perform a really great. A lot of, I'm sure, that is the kind of courage you carry.
I mean, it's also a lot about psychological safety, right? On the one hand side, you have to believe in yourself. On the other hand side, you need an environment which is supporting you. When you are jumping into cold water, that's okay because others are helping you out if needed. So, and this is some philosophy which is helping me in my life always to try out things because I know there is an environment which can support me in any case.
I'm sure this was an inspirational stuff coming from you, and have been, really taken the kind of, right, which people are looking at in the kind of the journey in the corporate life. Thank you so much, Andre. It's been really a pleasure having you on our platform, and the kind of heart and mind talks which you have done, the kind of growth prospects which you have shared on our platform, VYAPT Growth Series. Thank you so much.
Appreciate for the opportunity. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.